just wanted to kind of pray and let you know where we're coming from. And so we're just wishing you all a blessed day, a blessed week, and just leave everything to God. We do this in faith, family, and friends. And so enjoy the podcast.
Well, hello there, world, and welcome to the first episode of the Are You For Real podcast, where we focus on opinions of a baby boomer born in the golden era of vinyl records, rotary phones, and good old-fashioned values. The Gen X queen of cassette tapes, mixtapes, and MTV memories. Together, we're bridging generations, swapping stories, and spilling a little tea on how times have changed and how some things never do. From pop culture to payphones, from disco to digital, we've lived it, loved it, and now we're talking all about it. Today, we're kicking off with a little get to know us, feats, laugh about the evolution of everyday things. So grab your coffee, your tea, or your earbuds and join us for a fun ride through the decades. This is Then and Now with Miss T and Ms.CC. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, you guys, in this video we're going to start off with showing you some of the behind the scenes and how we're going to prepare and looking for location. Location is everything, so we were narrowing it down to see where we're going to actually film our podcast. So this is just a little, like I said, behind the scenes to let you know what we're doing and how we're going to set up to move forward with our podcast. Let's go ahead and get into it.
This is where I live. This is where I've been living for 21 years. This month.
You've been here. You bought that house. It's been like 20. Yeah.
Well, you know, the 21st of October was 22 years. Yes, I've been here 22 years.
Yeah, that's right. Because me and Patrick had got married right after we came down here. We got married like in August, met in October, and got married that following August. And we've been married for like 20 something. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like the 20 years.
Yeah. Well, I've been here 22 as of October 21st of this month. This year. Yeah.
This is a really nice picture, Miss Margie.
Thank you. So, and they have a lot here for us to do. Is for active individuals. They don't call it a retirement. They call it for active people.
Right.
And we have plenty of clubs, plenty of things to do. Pickleball is the most thing. But
have you played pickleball?
No, I can't. With my vision right now, no.
Okay.
I used to play tennis, though. I used to do tennis.
Yeah, so you would tear them up in pickleball.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm moving, so we can walk around because they have a lot of walking paths here and bike paths here. And you can rent this out, you know, if you want to have an area. Like I said, you want to have all of this you could have this and have a birthday party or whatever. And then they do weddings. I don't know exactly where they are,
Right.
but they do have weddings in here. Yeah. So yeah.
Hey guys, and welcome. This is like our first episode. This is Ms.CC and this is Ms. T.
How's everybody?
Hey. And we're just kind of doing like a behind the scenes and setting up for our new show. Are You For Real podcast. So we're just like out here with our boots on the ground. We have our boots on the ground, scoping out locations, scoping out, really nice places where we can film and just kind of doing some of the, like you said, the behind the scenes part of it.
Yeah. And we're here. I'm Miss T, and I'm here representing the baby boomers. And so they said the baby boomers just mean I'm in my 70s, so I've been around for a long time. Okay.
Yeah, and so, I'm like right on your.
Well, yeah, because I'm from 1945 to 1964.
Yeah.
So so I've been here, and I'm living here in Surprise, and just enjoying myself, and we would just want to bring some highlights and joy and fun into your life with all that's going around. Just enjoy, take it easy, no stress.
Yeah, because it can stress you out. Because I know, I be stressed about the stuff I do. I know my plate is really full. But when Miss T came to me, you basically said, I have a pitch. I'm going to pitch you something. I was like, okay. And when she told me her idea of starting a podcast with like a baby boomer and like a Gen X, I thought that would be out of this world, because I see a lot of podcasts and I haven't seen a tag team as such. Right. So I'm really excited to see where we can go with this. And
just take you to different places and see where we came from and what we're going through. So many things going on. I was, raised in Arkansas, and I lived in three different states. Never even thought about that. Arkansas, California, and now Arizona.
Yeah.
So that I had a lot of experience, met a lot of people, and done a lot of things. So I just thank for where I came from. Small little town girl, and look at me now.
Yeah.
Very
good. Independent,
strong. Have to be
strong.
But I try to treat people like I want to be treated.
You do.
I have a lot of friends and a lot of people, and I even have my first grade friend that I met from first grade. We still talk. She's in Arkansas, and we still talk on a regular basis. Not every month, not every week. But whenever we talk, it's like we,
Yeah, you just pick up where you left off. Yeah, that's kind of how I am too. I can go back to Ms.CC, Shackleford, 6th grade, Charlene Cotton, 8th grade, and then I have a friend of 30 years, Lenora. So I do better with the people that I grew up with versus like making new friends. But yeah. So if you're wondering how we met,
Miss T worked with my mother at the phone company, for several years, and you knew of me all those years growing up. I didn't really, I didn't meet you in California.
No, you met me here because
I met you
were in
here.
Texas. I think we went to Texas.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, you were in Texas.
I should have went
So.
there. I should have never went to Texas.
You're here now.
I'm here now. So yeah, she knew my mom, and my mom came to visit Arizona and ended up moving here. And then that's how I met Miss Margie. And I'm like Miss Margie's favorite. I'm always gonna say that. But yeah, so we've just kept in touch over the years, like, because with me, like, I'm too young for my daughter's friends, too old for my daughter's friends, and then too young for my mama friends. So I'm kind of in the middle, but I like to kind of dip over to this side because, you know,
because we still believe in having fun.
Yeah,
We're still doing
but you still got
things.
home training.
Right. You know, well, we raised well too.
Yes.
We
On
were
this
raised-
side, it ain't no home training on that side.
we had boundaries.
Right.
We had to respect our parents.
Yes.
You know, so, you know, that's just the thing. But yeah, we met, I came, and then Rita came to visit. Because we were always sharing with each other, you know, different things. And I said, so Rita, I'm going to Arizona. And she said, really? And I said, yeah. And so she came to visit. I left LA. So yeah. So it's been good, and I've been here and enjoyed. I met a lot of people here, and then Rita came, and mostly a lot of Rita's family came. I only have one cousin that came.
I know. I came. Auntie Brenda came.
Right.
My sister.
Yeah.
Then Kayla. Kayla came.
Yeah.
Well, Kayla. Yeah. And I think that's it. And I came. I didn't have a choice, y'all, because I had to kind of go wherever my mother went. Because who's gonna take care of my mom? Like, I had been gone for a while in Texas, but I came back and I just had to get my priorities straight. It's like I'm going with where my mama is. But yeah, we came out here, and I think our house was still being built when we came out here. And then I was like in property manager. I got a job and we lived on property. I got that free house that we were living in as part of my stipend for being like a leasing agent. And we lived there, and then she moved, and then I've been here since 2005. So that's like, it's like 25 years? No,
it hasn't been, because I came in
2005.
2004. Yeah, so 2023.
It's 20 years.
21. You've been here
21
Because I
years.
came in 2004, so it's 22 with me.
And I'm originally I was born in Kansas City, Missouri, and then moved to California when I was 3. Went to school, graduated from high school.
We're casual. I mean, I get dressed when I go to church more than anything, but I like to be casual. I don't wear the short shorts. I saw at my age, but tell me, I did wear those high pants.
Like my 8th grade was like my senior year. Like that was the best like time of like my education career, because I didn't go to college or anything. Because see, like when I was growing up, there was nobody had a college degree, and they were basically just saying, you know, find a good man and get married and have kids. It wasn't like college or the service. I mean, I don't remember anybody pushing me for it. I think I would have been smart enough to go to a college, probably a black college. I would probably want to go to I never really had that push to do anything.
Well, see, and in the South, that's what they pushed. See, when I went to California, I should have gotten more. In Arkansas, I got the BA, but everybody that stayed in Arkansas got the doctors and all of that. If I had stayed there, I would have been there. And that's what I would have had, because all my relatives that's there, they went to Princeton and Harvard and all those places.
Oh my gosh.
So they pushed us.
Yeah.
And so I went there, but all the schools that I went to are either renamed or no longer exist, because I was raised in the Sarasota South. And all of the schools were predominantly black. They were black. I lived in a black area. We had our black stores and shops and everything, so we hardly ever went out of the area, and we didn't care because we enjoyed our lives, enjoyed what we did. But even raised in the Sarasota South, my first 2 playmates were Italian, and they lived there, and they had to leave after it started getting racial. And so they left before I started first grade. They left.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it. We had such a good time, and we played out in the streets.
I know.
And we didn't get TVs till 1950 something, you know. So we were all outside playing hopscotch and
Right. Well, for us it was double dutch.
Well, we played the hopscotch. We did the
hopscotch
jump rope.
too.
We did the
Jacks.
We did the jacks. Oh yeah, we did the
Jacks.
jacks.
And
The
Chinese
guys
jacks.
did the marbles. The guys did the marbles.
Yeah, marbles and stuff like that.
Yeah, and we had the games, Chinese checkers. We had checkers.
Now, did you guys have that little thing that you used to make with the paper, and you would do it with your fingers, and you would fold the paper and make those like little...
With airplanes and stuff?
No, it was like a game, and you picked the number.
I
I'll
didn't
have
do
to
that.
show you what that... Next time I'll bring one of those on and see if she can remember those.
I didn't do that.
Well, yeah, that was... I should have made one of those for parties, like, do you remember what this is? But yeah, we had pretty much all the same games. I mean, ride our bikes. We had to be in by the street lights, but I mean, I enjoyed being a kid. I think I had fun as a kid riding our bikes. We always went... Should I be telling everything? Because my mama gonna be watching this one. But we went everywhere on them bikes. I think one time we even rode out, like we were going all day. We rode all the way our 10 speeds from like, you remember, you don't remember where we used to live in LA. Well, we were far from the beach. And we would ride our bikes all the way to the beach. And like some of the way we would get so tired, we was like, we can't call to get no help. We just have to take a break and pedal back because we weren't supposed to be that far.
Right.
So, okay, Mom, you know I'm grown. Don't worry me.
That was a long time.
That was a long time ago. But yeah, we used to ride our bikes. That was like our main thing. Playing with baby dolls when we were a little bit younger, growing up. And then I think after we hit like, I mean, you think about like school, we didn't have no internet.
No, we didn't.
We didn't have
Well, I don't know
nothing.
about you. I know we didn't.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't have internet then. We didn't have any. I mean, they were just coming out with the AOL, like the dial-up for the computer, but it wasn't like we were able to get on because we were still getting our books from the libraries. Like, and then another thing, did they have the traveling people that would bring the encyclopedias to your house? So for us, our Google were these encyclopedias.
Right.
People used to sell things door to door, like vacuum cleaners, encyclopedias, just anything, knives.
I still have the pot set. Well, that was way back. That was after that because that wasn't in Arkansas. But they did come to your house, like in the vacuum cleaners and stuff. But I still have my first pot set in China, and that back then. I got the pots, the 12-piece pot set. I got the 12-piece china set with the silverware.
Right.
And it was, I think, $50 for all of that. And I had called my aunt and I said, is this a good deal? She said, girl, you better get that as soon as you... And so I still have most all of that now. And that shows you how good it is.
That's how good it is. Like the quality of what they made back
Yes.
then, just selling things door to door.
Right.
Yeah, I remember in the big catalogs we would get from the department stores.
Sears.
Montgomery Ward's. I don't know what else. Like those were like our major stores because we didn't have a lot of stores back then. There weren't really any malls or anything like that.
Well, we didn't go to
We didn't have no
malls
malls.
either.
Yeah, we didn't have malls because when the stores closed, they
That
closed.
was
We
it.
had like Zodi's, Kmart's.
Yeah. Well, did we have Kmart's? I don't remember.
I remember when I was here, it was like
I don't even
Kmart's.
remember having a Walmart. I remember when I was in...
Oh, no, it was no Walmart back then.
And Walmart's from Arkansas.
Oh, wow.
Walmart and Dillard's. They were from Arkansas.
Dillard's, I love Dillard's.
Yeah, from Arkansas.
Yeah, we didn't have anything like that. I remember even getting like our shoes from the grocery store. They used to sell stuff, Zodi's, Kmart's, but you know, we would have they would send these big catalogs in the mail, and you would, you know, order from there, or you would go to the Montgomery Wards because Sears is where you got like your bicycles and things. So we didn't have like a bunch of. I think remember the shoes, Buster Brown's. They had like shoe store, Kenny's shoe store. They had shoe stores that were not like inside of a mall. Oh, and then back then, before we had like stores, we had butcher shops. You would go to the butcher shop to get like your meat and stuff. We didn't have like what you have now. You would just walk in the store and just pick whatever meat you would get. it wasn't
Well,
really
we
set
had the
up like
grocery
that.
stores. We did have the grocery stores in our area.
It was like a market.
It was a market, and they had everything in there, so
Right.
you didn't have to go anywhere.
But was it on like ice? Like, did they have like the meat in the packages?
They had the like they have now where you can go and order. They had the meat thing back then, so we had that. Alexander's grocery store. That's where we went,
Oh wow.
and it was black owned, and we used to go there and have your bill. You could run a bill there.
Oh, like a tab.
So, I'm glad I was raised in a small town.
Right. That sounds like fun.
It was maybe 20,000 people, maybe. I don't know what it was, the population there.
But would it be like a small town, like one of those nice, like we see on television?
Our area, yeah, because it was, like I said, I grew up in segregated South. So you had your black areas and you had your white areas. And our black areas were pretty good. And what you could tell the people that were pretty well off, because all of us lived in the same neighborhoods, okay?
Right.
Whether you're a professor or the janitor or whatever. The difference was the people that had money had brick homes.
Oh.
The people who didn't, we had wood homes or shingles
Okay.
on our houses. So that's how you could tell the difference. But we all lived in the same area, basically. Yeah. Yeah. Went to the same public schools, except J.C. Corbin Laboratory School. Everybody thought that was a private school. It was not private, but you had to pay. So a lot of people couldn't pay. And I don't know how my parents were able to pay, because it was $25 a semester for each child.
Right.
And my brother went first, and then I went, and we went from first grade. He went to the 9th, and then he went to public school. And then it came down to the 7th, then I went to public school. And they had to pay that $50 every 6 months.
Right.
And
That was a lot of money.
that was a lot of money at that time. And only my father was working. So, but my father got paid every week. So when I started working, I thought I was gonna get paid every week. And then I get a surprise. At least I got paid every 2 weeks. But I said,
But that's like a question you should be asking.
I know.
Like,
I said, I'm not getting paid every week. And then take this, when we first worked, they took the first week and carried over. And you didn't get that until you retired from that company.
Oh my God.
Yes, and I didn't even think about that when I retired. They said, well, remember you had that week that they took from you?
How long were you with the company?
31 years.
From cell phone company? So that was the same job that you got. You had stayed on, but
different areas. I went to different areas.
So you were, oh my gosh. So you moved
Same
on and
company.
ended up in California.
Same company.
Wow. Yeah.
Same company, but different departments going on. You could kind of promote yourself, going different places in different areas.
And they don't really have jobs that last long that anymore, because most companies fold. Like, there's no gold watch. There's no, you say, I'm gonna work and I'm gonna get my gold watch.
Right.
Did you got a gold watch, didn't you?
I got a watch. It was not gold. I even got a TV.
She said, I got a watch, but
It was not gold. I got a TV with my name on it. I got some binoculars, because they had a little catalog, and 20 years, 25 years, and 30 years, you could pick what you wanted.
Yeah.
And so we got that. So and you know what? I think I still have that watch. I don't know where it is.
I remember my mom's watch. It was like a two-tone, and it had like a little Pacific. I don't know if it had like a thing on there, but it was two. I remember I know she still got her watch.
I got the man's watch. I wanted the man's watch because it was bigger.
Right,
so,
right.
And you could pick whatever you wanted. So, but yeah.
Yeah, they're not doing it like that anymore. As far as companies, they usually get bought out. Like, even when I was a leasing not leasing manager, but a property manager, they would buy the companies out, and then we would be under another management company, and we would, go through the revision of, they want to come through and they want to paint the walls a different color. They just want to, when new people come in, they want to put their own touch on it or something. But I've never been able to retire or have a company to stay longer with to retire.
And AT&T is still here.
I wish I had that kind of history. I mean, I think the last job I had before I retired to be home with the kids, it was like maybe 13 years. Yeah. between that last job and my marriage, that's the only longevity I had in anything. Like I was going. I mean, I don't think I really last long on anything for more than 3 years. So like, I'm very proud of my marriage and my last job, because I actually stuck it out and learned something, and learned about, I think I didn't really learn about work ethic until like I met my husband, because he's a really hard worker, and he kind of taught me like, if you're on time, you're late. He taught me that. He taught me like, keep your word. Not that I didn't keep my word, but he was very, I don't know, he just knew things that I didn't. I think maybe that has something to do, maybe coming from a 2-parent home, because he had more of like a man point of view, and then a woman. And I only had a woman because I only grew up, my mom was a single mother. So I didn't have like that extra,
on time.
Yeah, like different sides of, I think like if you're on time, you're late. That sounds like something from a man.
And that's military, but that was
see what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to say, y'all.
That's for my father, because my father, we had to be on time. We used to say, Daddy, nobody's going to be on time. We know that. He said, oh yeah, we are going to be on time. And so that's why I was a stickler for it, and I had to really come, because I said, I'm not going to be like my parents. But on my job, I was always on time.
Always on time.
And people used to tell me, well, why don't you come to time with us? Because you're always here with us. I said, because I would be late if I came with you guys, like you come in late.
You come in late.
And so I have a problem with people being late.
I do too.
And so I was raised to be on time. And like you said, if somebody tells me they're going to pick me up at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be ready at 7:30, just in case they want to come a little bit early. And see, most people, when you tell them 8 o'clock, they get ready for 8 o'clock. Get ready for 8 o'clock. No, you're late. And I've left a lot of friends that, because I take the time, I have to get ready before you to pick you up.
Right.
So respect my time, because I'm picking you up.
Oh, you mean when you get there and they're not ready? Yeah.
And I always call people and let them know all the time. So I just show up. I say, okay, I'm gonna pick you up at 8 o'clock. But I always tell somebody I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm gonna come. And one lady, she actually picked me up. I mean, I was picking her up, and she was in her window waiting for me to come to her house before she put her skirt on. I said, well, you gonna sit down in the car so it's still gonna get wrinkled?
Yeah.
So what is that about? So needless to say, the third time was a charge. She had to get another ride, or either drove herself. Yeah, so.
That's where I pull with you.
So I have left a lot of people. I give you 3 chances, and that's the end of it. Yeah. So, and that's just the way. Cause I don't want to be late. And one friend was trying to make me late, and we were almost late for my job. I couldn't afford that, and I have never been late for my job. The only time we were late was for my job was when they had that 9/11, and I didn't know whether I was going to work or not.
Right.
We were on our way to work, so I did go to work, and then we left. And they were waiting on the boss to tell us, and we said, no, we're leaving, and we'll deal with the boss the next day, because we don't know who they're going to bomb.
Right.
Yeah, so but
be home and go safe.
Yeah,
Y'all remember
that
day?
That's the only time I've ever been late for a job.
Was 9/11.
Yeah, so, but it's good. So that's it right now.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I got a chance to learn a little bit about us.
Well, you can see what it looks like and what we need to do, but we just thank you for all watching. We're just want to have a good time and bring fun. If you have any suggestions, we're open to all suggestions what you want to talk about. We just want to have a fun time, and it's going to be your podcast as well as ours. We're inviting you in, so whatever you have to let us know, all positive, and keep the negative to yourself.
I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you, you don't want to fool Miss T. You don't want to do that. There's like people I can count on my hand. It's like 3 people. And hi honey. And she's one of them. There's only 3 people on my list I don't fool with. And she's like one of those 3. So don't do it. I wouldn't do it if I was you. But yeah, this is our channel. This is your channel. And we just want to as we move forward, we have different topics to talk about. This was just kind of like a here and now and just kind of talk about the past, blast from the past, and just give you guys a little insight on who we are and what we're from. If you have any additional questions and you want to ask us something about ourselves, please be sure to leave those down below in the comment section. We would love to hear from you if you have any questions or concerns. We had to move to another location. It was a little noisy. It seemed like we just keep, but we're gonna get all the little kinks out of this, and we're just kind of getting a feel today of what we can film, how we can film, working on our lightings, getting our microphones and everything like that. But I think this was a good day, Miss T.
It was, Ms.CC.
Like, I'm excited.
I am too, and I'm excited to get some feedback and just see what everybody thinks, and hope that you have enjoyed hearing something about us, and there's more to come.
There's more to come, and you guys can also reach us on our TikTok. We do have a website. You can leave your email and questions. You can leave something there, and we also have merch. So if you're interested in supporting our channel, that way we can bring more content to you, and have money to just have better equipment and things of that nature. So please support us in that manner. And
well, this is Are You For Real?
Are You For Real podcast.
And I'm Ms.C.
And I'm Ms.CC, and we are out. Bye.
Bye. Have a good one.